What if one of humanity's greatest civilizations simply disappeared? A powerful empire, advanced technology, a world submerged in mystery. For thousands of years, the story of Atlantis has captivated minds, challenged historians, and inspired storytellers. But what if the myth hides fragments of truth? Today, we're peeling back layers of time, tracing the journey of Atlantis from its ancient roots to its modern-day interpretations. Along the way, we'll explore forgotten histories, controversial theories, and hidden clues that could unlock a part of our past, long buried beneath the ocean floor. Whether you're a truth seeker, a history lover, or someone drawn to the mysteries beyond the map, this is your portal into the world of Atlantis, where legend and legacy collide. Let's begin. Our first encounter with Atlantis comes from none other than Plato, the Greek philosopher whose writings shaped much of Western thought. In Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BC, Plato described a mighty empire beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. This empire, Atlantis, was said to be larger than Libya and Asia combined, filled with majestic temples, circular canals, and a society thriving on knowledge, power, and wealth. But Plato didn't just praise Atlantis. He warned of its downfall. According to him, the Atlanteans became corrupt, prideful, and obsessed with conquest, straying from the virtues that once made them great. As a result, the gods punished them, and in a single day and night of misfortune, Atlantis vanished beneath the sea. Was Plato sharing a historical account passed down through generations, or was this tale a metaphor for human hubris, a philosophical warning disguised as myth? That question has echoed across centuries, and no definitive answer has ever been found. Despite the mythical framing, many researchers have taken Plato's story seriously. Theories have emerged linking Atlantis to real ancient civilizations. The Minoans, who flourished on the island of Crete until a devastating volcanic eruption on Santorini around 1600 BC, show eerie parallels to Atlantis, including advanced architecture, maritime dominance, and a sudden collapse. Others point to the Azores Islands, a remote volcanic archipelago in the Atlantic, as remnants of a sunken landmass once home to a great culture. And then there are bold claims placing Atlantis in Antarctica, Indonesia, the Caribbean, and even under the sands of the Sahara Desert, where satellite images reveal what some believe could be the remnants of a concentric city, shaped just like Plato described. Despite the controversy, one thing remains clear: something powerful and advanced may have existed, something we've yet to fully understand. But Atlantis is more than a location. It's a symbol, one that has been interpreted, reinterpreted, and reimagined through time. To the ancient Greeks, it was a lesson, a warning, even a mirror reflecting their own society's vulnerabilities. To others, Atlantis became the ideal utopia, a vision of what humanity could achieve if it lived in harmony with nature and higher wisdom. In esoteric traditions and theosophy, Atlantis was seen as a spiritually advanced civilization, perhaps possessing lost technologies or psychic abilities. These interpretations, while speculative, underscore a powerful truth. Myths like Atlantis endure because they speak to something deep within us, a longing to connect with a forgotten greatness. From Aztec legends of sunken lands to Hindu epics describing advanced prehistoric cities, the idea of a vanished golden age spans every continent. Atlantis, in many ways, is just one name among many for a larger truth we might still be uncovering. Mainstream history often brushes aside tales like Atlantis, labeling them as myth or metaphor. But what if these stories preserve fragments of memory from an age of knowledge we can barely imagine? Some researchers suggest Atlantis wasn't a singular city, but a network of connected civilizations, pre-Ice Age cultures with shared technologies and philosophies scattered across the globe but united in their advancement. The discovery of underwater ruins off the coasts of Japan, Yonaguni, India, Dwarka, and Cuba have forced archaeologists to ask difficult questions. Could parts of human history have been lost to rising seas? What if advanced societies did exist before the known cradle of civilization? These findings may not prove Atlantis in the literal sense, but they do disrupt the accepted timeline, and that, perhaps, is where Atlantis truly begins, in the gaps between what we know and what we've forgotten. The theme of Whispers of the Veil speaks to the very essence of the Atlantis journey. Veils conceal, they obscure, but they also invite, beckoning us to look closer, ask questions, and reach beyond the obvious. Atlantis is one of those whispers, a story barely heard through the noise of modernity. And like many ancient tales, it may carry truths encoded in myth, truths about humanity's potential, our vulnerabilities, and our place in the long long arc of time. Our goal is not just to retell the story, but to rekindle your curiosity, challenge what you've been told, and offer a space where legend and evidence can coexist. Because the quest for lost knowledge is not about proving every detail, it's about asking the right questions. So, what have we uncovered? Atlantis, whether real or allegorical, offers us something powerful, a narrative that speaks to who we are, what we value, and what happens when those values collapse. Through Plato's writings, ancient ruins, mythology, and the enduring pull of mystery, we see Atlantis not just as a city lost to the sea, but a symbol of human memory, of greatness achieved and greatness lost. And maybe, just maybe, rediscovering the story of Atlantis can help us write a better future, one where we remember the past, not just as legend, but as legacy. If this journey resonated with you, help us amplify these whispers by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with fellow seekers of truth. Check out the next episode in the Whispers of the Veil series, where we explore ancient technology, cosmic knowledge, and other civilizations lost to time. Thank you for joining us, and remember, what's lost is never gone, only waiting to be found.